What would you do if your nudes got leaked and everyone in your family saw your nudes? This happened to me. My stalker set up a camera on my window and posted photos of me changing after I went to the police for something else he did. I had no idea he put up a camera until the photos came out. I was mortified. Everyone in town saw the photos. You fell victim to one of the classic nude blunders. The most famous of which is never taken in focus picture of your butthole, but only slightly less well known is this: never put your face in the same picture as your crotch. I would profusely and heartfelt apologize to them for being subjected to this and try my best to find the culprit who attacked them like that. Never taken nude photos before, but I mean they have seen me naked before. When I'm psychotic I strip off, so maybe my family get to see me nude and not worrying about me killing myself at the same time. Nice change. I wouldn't care. I look good naked and I'm not trying to bang any of them. It's just unfortunate. I mean, I posted one here on Reddit. I think it is just a question of time. I don't care though. First a question, is that one part of my body angry or, turtling? Because I got no complaints if it's angry, but if it's turtling it's like a geoduck hiding under the sand when the tide goes out. I never took any nude pictures, but if someone else filmed me naked, I would analyze the images, to understand how they were taken and put extra care to prevent it from happening again. It isn't the fact that people would see me naked that would bother me, but the wrong conclusions people would reach about how and why these pictures are taken. I feel like a large proportion of people have taken nude photos of themselves and either sent or kept them. While embarrassing and not ideal, I would try to think about that, but not for too long. I wouldn't care so much about my family, but I'd be pissed that it would ruin my career working with special needs kids. I'm not particularly modest. I honestly don't care about nudity for its own sake. I am not cool with it being taken or posted non-consensually though. We'd laugh and I'd probably make a joke about finally finding an image that will go the opposite of viral and invoke some weird anti-Streisand effect smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat rolling on the floor laughing. I am aware however that for most people this is an horrific invasion of privacy that can have serious mental health consequences. Slightly different angle. I saw nudes of my cousin, F, on a website a few years back. It was pretty traumatic, even for me. The post included her full name, her dad's name and all sorts. I found an organization online that specializes in getting revenge porn removed and contacted them. Fortunately the photos were gone pretty quickly, so hopefully nobody else has ever found out about them or saw them. It's a terrible thing to do to somebody. I don't have, nor am I planning to ever take nude pictures of myself. I don't want anything bad to happen. Just own it. There'd be awkwardness from a couple of older relatives, but they'd get over it. Tiptoeing around it would just prolong the agony. In 40+ years of life, I've never taken a nude photo of myself. Am I missing out on something? I would figure out who did it and have them be locked up for possession and distribution of child porn. I doubt they'd want to look, and if they did but didn't tell me about it, then that's none of my business. I would do nothing. First foremost, as a rule of thumb, don't commit anything to film without assuming it might be let out. If it were to actually happen, I'd remind everyone that I'm an adult. All adults do adult things, so they can take any judgments and shove them. Most of my family either doesn't really know me and probably wouldn't guess it's me, and the other half already seen me in the buff so probably wouldn't care. My family is used to me doing weird shit. They wouldn't bat an eye. Dad would razz me about just having got out of the pool. Mom would roll her eyes and point to Dad and suggest it was his fault jokingly. I slept streak naked, not a stitch of clothing when I lived at home, starting at 14. Just out of habit of dropping off laundry or letting me know breakfast is ready. Every single one of my family has seen me stark naked. Nudes. Thank God he took away the Pokemon background we are normally used to seeing next to his butt. Can't say I'd care enough to give it a second thought. Me mom birthed me and wiped me ass, and everyone else saw me running round in the buff as a toddler or with me tits out when I was breastfeeding. It's just skin. I already had to block my uncle on my old Twitter. Though technically he didn't know it was me, but still weird he was liking my posts. TBH, my fam is cool and would probably question the person showing them more than me. So I guess I'd do nothing. I'm pushing 40 and started to get the dad bod look going. I'd probably be flattered that someone thought I was worth taking nudes of. Give them money to never say a word about it. Then disappear and start my life all over again. First, I would shame them for looking at it. Second, I would not really care because they were a part of the manufacturing process. Die inside while some distance themselves further away from me and I get bitched at by my mom. Well, for the most part the challenge would be to manage all that jealousy. Everyone would be so envious of my dream body, amazed at my sex masterclass and in awe at my goddess girlfriend. Evidently. I've never taken one, so no worries here. If they somehow did, don't be surprised when I move to Canada. It won't bother me at all in any way. But if my dick is hard in that leaked photo, then that might embarrass me. See what the reaction was on the wider web. If it's positive, I'd consider the side hustle on OnlyFans. I'm sure some in my family would try to bring it up and I'd just tell them not to. Can't do shit about it, and who hasn't sent nudes to their so? Plus, pretty sure we can all agree the person who leaked them is a piece of shit. I honestly wouldn't care much. Not much they can do with it anyways. I'd be more sad for the person stealing my nudes XD. Honestly, my mum would confront me and remind me every time when I'm on my phone not to have sex with anyone or send photos. If I willingly allow nudes to be taken, it's really my own fault if they show up online. Never allow anyone to take nudes. Ever. It's a huge risk. Considering I don't have any nudes of myself and the fact that I'm a minor, I think we'd be contacting the authorities. I'd be wanting to know who took the pictures and why the hell they are interested in photographing an overweight 55-year-old bloke. Absolutely nothing. Almost all of my friends have seen me naked anyway. It's not a secret what I look like. I will say that I have two things going for me that not everybody else does. I'm a reasonably oakish looking man who has absolutely no body issues or issues being naked around others, and I'm self-employed, so there is no way for it to have any significant repercussions for me professionally. Honestly, I wouldn't care too much. I don't save the bad ones, and I'm a grown adult. What I take pictures of is my business. If they were nudes from 10 years ago, which is the realistic option, as those are the only ones that exist, I'd be a bit embarrassed, but whatever. If they were nudes from now, I'd be fucking mortified, rolling on the floor laughing. Good thing basically everyone in my family is blind. LOL. Also, I wouldn't give a damn. If you looked at my nudes and found them, that's on you, not me. Also, just to clarify, I have no nudes. The horrifying nature of my body wouldn't be good enough to make nudes out of, unfortunately.